Girls, how did you learn that your father was a sick excuse for a man? A few days after my dad died in the hospital, I went to go pick up all of his belongings, which included his phone. I wanted to go through his last few pictures and messages to take some comfort in seeing his last moments. But as I was scrolling through the messages my mom and I had been sending him, I saw that none of them had even been opened. It made me feel so much worse, thinking that he must have been suffering so much that he couldn't find the strength to even pick up his phone. That was until I opened his WhatsApp and saw that he had sent a message a minute before the doctors marked his last breath to a girl named Savannah. As I was reading the messages, I could see that my dad was chatting with Savannah all day, every day, for as far back as I could scroll. For a second there, I thought I must have had a long-lost sister or something, but then I realized he was calling her his perfect princess and long-lost lover. Something was going on between them, and as I scrolled further down, I felt sick to my stomach when he said, "I love that you were 17. From that moment, his final backstab overtook my grief, and I felt disgusted with my dad. I no longer saw him as the man who raised me, but instead, as a man who was a curse to the young women in this world. But I knew I still had to get to the bottom of who Savannah was, and how they both knew one another. So a week later, I found her on social media, and I messaged her, asking her how she knew my father. She then told me that they met when he was her high school bus driver, and he would always take the long route over to her house since she was the last one to be dropped off. They had been dating since then, and she even had the nerve to ask me why she wasn't invited to the funeral. After that, I never grieved my father. I never even went to his funeral.